That's a Colt, isn't it?
Hmm?
Is that Colt? Yeah, Smith Wesson.
Smith and Wesson.
That's military issue, Smith
That's
and Wesson.
military, yeah.
Now, what was the story on
Here's
that? Now, what was the story on that? How'd you get that gun?
Well, the gentleman that owned this, the original owner, I don't know what his name was, but the gentleman that come up with this was a medic in the Battle of the Bulge. And he was out, there were Germans and Americans all over. He was coming to working as he went. And he was where this was an officer. Now I don't know what the officer's name was.
Yeah.
But he looked around, he heard some kind of a noise. He looked around, this German was trying to get his pistol out. And a medic don't carry a weapon in the service. But this officer that he was working on, the way it was in his holster, when he looked around, it was right almost under his hand.
Yeah.
And the officer was already gone. When he turned around, he left, he died. And he retched, and he looked back at the German, and the German just about had his pistol out too. He was an officer. And he said, the only thing to do to save my life was to get this pistol right here. And he pulled it out. Well, you know what happened. They saved him. And he brought it home with him. And I was over there one day, and we were sitting in the basement, his house. And he said, I want to give you something. It was a souvenir. And he had it in an old GI sock, the old wool socks. It was down in it. And he got it, showed it to me. And I didn't want to take it. He's got a son, but his son didn't want it. So he put it all back together. And this is what it was, what it come in, and this is the way I got it. Shoulder holster.
Now you don't know who the medic was? You said...
yeah, it was Carl Stanley.
Carl Stanley.
Okay, Carl Stanley was the medic.
He was in the 99th Division.
In the Battle of the Bulge.
Battle of the Bulge, and